Welcome to Suburban Death Metal Dad Bonus Tracks, episode 22. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about some classic death metal albums that I'm just not crazy about. And what I want to say is, I'm not saying these aren't classic death metal albums, just they're not high on the list for me. I'm just not that crazy about them. But if any of these are your number one or in your top five or top 10, I totally get it. I'm not arguing that. It's just, for me, just not really crazy about them. So anyway, kind of as a numbering guide, I'm going to use this list from Decibel Magazine. So this was number 19 on Decibel's list, Obituary, Slowly We Rot. And I actually heard Cause of Death first in 1990 and this probably in 1991. And, I was such a fan of Cause of Death, the production, all the, intros, interludes, and James Murphy on guitar. Um, but when I heard Slowly We Rot, a bit later, I was kind of like, a bit let down. It didn't sound as good to me. I do like Alan West on guitar and his leads too, but I think I just compared it to Cause of Death too much and just never really got into Slowly We Rot. All right, this next one is number 16 on Decibel's list, Possess Seven Churches. And, this is widely considered the first death metal album. It's number one for a lot of people, and I totally get that. But for me, I've never been a big Possess fan, and I actually like Beyond the Gates a little bit more than this. And just, like I said, not crazy about this album. Like I said, Possess doesn't do a lot for me. All right, last one I'm going to talk about is actually Decibel's number one death metal album of all time, Morbid Angel, Altars of Madness. And once again, I agree that this is definitely classic. And if it's a number one for a lot of people, I understand that. I do like some songs on here: Immortal Rites, Maze of Torment, Chapel of Ghouls. Just overall, like Possessed, not a big Morbid Angel fan. And I hardly ever listen to this album, once in a while, and it just doesn't make me go nuts listening to it. It just, it's good. Just don't, worship it like a lot of other albums. If I was making my 100 greatest death metal albums of all time, pretty much none of these would be on that list. So that's pretty much it. Just throwing my opinion out there. Let me know what your opinion is on some classic albums that maybe you think aren't as classic, or you're just, not into them that much. So, all right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.